Hi, welcome to Marriage with the Rocks. I'm Andrea,
And I'm Brian Rock.
and we just are glad that you tuned into our channel, and we're glad you're here.
We want to use our imperfect marriage to help you strengthen and build your marriage. And we're going to do that by telling stories, telling you a little bit about who we are and kind of what we've gone through. But first, we're going to start with who we are.
Yeah, so a little bit of background information about us. We met at a Bible camp, and so that kind of lets you know we're both people of the faith. So we both came into our marriage loving Jesus. Yeah.
People of the faith, that's us. I've always thought of ourselves as people of the faith.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I was trying to be energetic.
Yeah, Christians, people of the faith.
Shut up. So we went to two separate colleges, and then we moved from there to a bigger city. Both farm kids.
Both farm kids. It was a good idea. I think that we went to separate colleges. I was a terrible student. I'm not sure Andrea would have stuck with me for 3 years before we got married.
You never know what God can do.
Yeah, I skipped a lot of class. I made it through.
And I wonder if I would have known that. What
would you have married?
Would I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. But we moved to the cities. I'm a teacher.
Yep, and I'm a pastor.
Yep.
We've got 2 daughters. We are now empty nesters, and so this is kind of us figuring out what's the next stage of what's next season of life. Empty nesting.
Yeah. Recently, like in that too, just you've been doing some with weddings, premarital counseling, and so Brian just asked if I would want to join him in the pre-marriage counseling sessions, and so I thought this was a great opportunity to help serve and encourage young couples and bring in a woman's perspective as well.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun.
That has been a lot of fun.
Really enjoyed that. It's not like we've done a ton, but we've done enough to know that we really love it.
I guess both of us are people that were, I think, vulnerable and willing to share our mistakes. And our hope is that in sharing and being real is that we can encourage you in your marriage as well, so that you can thrive in your marriage and what God has for you.
Yeah. And we've made plenty of mistakes in our marriage. We're 26 years in. We've also done some things right. Like we're going to talk about that too. We're followers of Jesus. And so if you're a Christian, a lot of what you hear from us isn't going to be new necessarily, but our hope is to stretch you, to encourage you, not just in your marriage, but in your walk with Jesus. And then for you, if you're not a follower of Jesus, if you're not a Christian, our hope would be that you would understand and know that, man, there's a lot of wisdom here. Even if you don't follow Jesus, there's a lot of human wisdom that we can learn from Scripture, from God, so that your marriage can be strengthened as well. So here's a couple things we're not. We're not counselors. We're not trained professionals.
No. So, and this is where we lower that bar for all of you.
We're not a perfect couple. We've already said that.
We'll just keep repeating that.
And we don't have an ideal marriage, but we have a good marriage.
Well, yes, we do. I think we have a lot of fun. You have to learn. You have to learn to have fun with all the imperfections. You got to learn to have some humor.
He brings in humor. Yes, we do. We do have a good marriage.
We do have a good marriage.
So every week we're going to give you a challenge at the end of our time together. And really this is a selfish thing for us because we need to do these challenges. And then we'll kind of kick off the next week.
We'll check in at the beginning.
See if we actually did that.
So what's the challenge?
Challenge this week? Yeah, so we've got a marriage challenge and then a faith challenge. For marriage challenge, write down 3 to 5 things that you love about your spouse. Or things.
I was going to go 7, but Brian said he couldn't think of that many.
I can't think that intentionally about anything for that.
So if you want to one-up your spouse, just do it. Do one more than that.
And then faith challenge?
Faith challenge is to think of 3 to 5 things, reasons why you love God, or just thinking about his attributes, and then praising him for that. But then I would say the bonus challenge would be to stop and listen to what God says about you, because you are created in his image and he loves you dearly, and you are unique and wonderfully made. So just listen to his voice as he speaks into you as well.
All right. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.